Before I go downstairs and make my coffee and get ready for my vlog, this is my fiber closet, which I have left the bin of natural colors. Well, everything I've left is natural colors. And this is what I took out of the closet. So I was contemplating spinning a sweater's worth of yarn yesterday. I'm not so convinced that I will do that, although I have sweater's worth of fiber that I bought with that idea. This has linen in it. I forget what else is in it. My problem is a lot of these aren't marked very well. I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags of red. 2 of them, I think these 2 are the same color. I got stuff under here. This one I dyed myself. This one was from, I don't know, those OGs among you. I went to Vogue Knitting Live in New York in 2017. I dyed this fiber, at that class with, what's her name? Well, anyway. So, some of this is natural colored, obviously. But I put them all out here with an idea to try to figure out, what did I want to do. I've got a giant bat. Sorry about the crinkling of purple. And this is a bat. Now, I do not have a lot of experience spinning bats. So here's another set of, these are from the, there's 3 of these. 3. It's sort of a purple, and it's going to look gray when it's done. From the Fiberista file that I talked to you about a while ago. That was a good club for fiber, but the guy was a little scammy. And that's too bad. So anyway, this is what I was doing a little bit yesterday, trying to think about, what I wanted to do next. Still thinking. I did finish that Nanoko spin that I started last week. So these 2 will be applied together, and we will see what we end up with. A lot of times when you get fiber that is got a lot of colors and stuff in it, it ends up spinning looking kind of muddy. So I don't know how some of those things upstairs are going to turn out, but we'll find out, maybe, eventually. And while I'm here waiting for my coffee, it's 80 degrees, 84% humidity. I'm going out anyway, but it is not very nice outside. Good morning, it's Barbara. It is, I was correct, it is not lovely out here. I'm in a different position because it's earlier and the sun was on me. So I'm in a different chair. Ugh, my glasses are so dirty. I'm wearing my clear today just because it feels like lip gloss. Well, it's amazing. That is really bringing color. Huh. Science. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I don't know why I put my coffee in this travel mug today, because the cream I put in it in my original coffee wasn't good, and so I had to start over. So I'm starting over, but I'm starting over with 2 cups in this, I guess. Oh, much better. So there you go. Which is why it's earlier, because I had to come down, because I couldn't sit up and read my phone and enjoy myself with my coffee not tasting good. Do believe I'm going to have to water today. I don't think it would hurt anything to water today. So there you go. That was my exploration into my fiber closet yesterday. I got very excited thinking, oh, I'm gonna do a sweater spin, and then I'm gonna knit a light bright with long sleeves, and it'll be beautiful because it's designed to fade. Susan's making hers in 4 colors, which would work out just right because I would need to spin at least 400 grams of fiber, probably more, probably 500. Now I have a blue skein that I applied the other day, and I have the oranges if they turn out okay. I have not skeined them up yet. I'm going to do that today and soak them. I'm going to soak that orange for a really long time and see what I can get in terms of relaxation, because some of those singles were so overspun. It was crazy. So some parts of the orange singles were very overspun. So anyway, that's my plan. And I'm going to go look in my cubby. Maybe one of these days I'll give you a tour of my hand spun. My problem with spinning, one of my problems with fiber, buying fiber and spinning, is that I have zero talent in figuring out when I look at a skein of fiber, or whatever you call it, a hunk, a ball, a nest, unless it's all one color, I have no idea what it's going to look like when it's done being spun. There are some up there that look really cool, but I'm pretty sure when I go to spin it, it's going to be mud. Because, because you put a lot of little colors together, but when, they all come out sort of a brown or a gray. Anyway, this is my concern, is that it's very hard for me to imagine the yarn from looking at the fiber. That's the dyed fiber. So there you go. Hey, Maisie. Maisie is very hot to the touch. Came out here and she was laying in the sun. You're a black dog, don't you? I guess she knows that because she likes to lay in the sun. But I think, that'll be it for the day. She won't be doing that. Something about mornings. Are you cold at night? You need to sit in the sun to warm right up? I don't know. So, yesterday was Sunday. What did I do? Well, I worked on my sweater for a little while, and I split for the back of the collar, and now I'm just going to come up to meet the shoulders. So I am almost done with the body of my sweater. That's my daft days that I showed you yesterday. I'm almost done with the body. So I did that a little bit, and then I finished that spin that I showed you. Yeah. Don't think I did anything in the kitchen yesterday. I didn't make crackers. I'm going to have to make crackers today. But I'm not sure when I'm going to do that because I have physical therapy today. Right, puppy? I'm going for my physical therapy at 12:30. Then I'm going to pop over and see Aura, see how she's doing. I didn't see her this weekend. Kim went on Saturday and Dennis went yesterday. So I will go put some eyes on her and see how she's doing. And yeah, that's the only thing I have scheduled, is my physical therapy and visiting Aura. I do want to skein up those finished yarns though and get them soaking. I'm very curious as to how they will be once they're skeined up. And I finished the single yesterday. I guess I could ply it today, right? The other one rested a long time. This one only rested, 20 hours. Probably okay. One of the things I did was I pulled out a how to spin book that I own. Not sure I ever read it, but it lets you know the possibilities. Not that I would necessarily be able to do them, but lets you know what is possible. But my concern was that I feel like I'm really overspinning my singles. But I can't figure out how to change that, because if I pedal much slower than I am, it doesn't really keep the wheel going nicely, and so that doesn't feel like an option. I'm on my biggest whirl of that controls how fast the bobbins go around, or the treadle, or whatever it is. No, the treadle's on your foot, right? There's the flyer. The flyer goes around. So I'm at the biggest possible, which means it's the slowest. I can't set it any slower. But I feel like still it's too fast. So I thought maybe I was sitting too far away from the wheel in terms of where my hands were, so that there was a long spun yarn going into the orifice. If you're not a spinner, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But my point is, I thought that I was sitting too far away from the wheel, and it was giving the yarn too much time going in to spin and overspin, So anyway, I got the book out, and the lady in the book is sitting exactly like I said. So I was just checking, But we'll see. I was pretty conscious of it on this single that I just did, so we'll see if it's better. We'll see how the yarn, could be the yarn turns out fine. And it's funny because when you spin yarn and you think you did a really crappy job, when you go to knit it, it's fine. It's really fine. So, yeah. Can you tell I have some, anxieties about my spinning? Well, I haven't done it in 2 years, and, when I did it 2 years ago, I only did it a little bit, and then it's probably 2 years before that, right? So, anyway. For all you non-spinners out there, this has been really, really boring, and I apologize. But I have been thinking about spinning. I did do a little knitting. I'm trying to think what else I did. Yeah, I can't. I watched TV. Watched the Tour de France while I was doing some spinning and doing some, took it easy. Did not talk to Christy last night. And I was going to, I was kind of planning on skeining up those yarns when I talked to Christy, and then when we decided to skip to last night, for some reason they never came into my head again. I was watching TV and I was just sitting there, so sometimes you just have to sit, I guess. Anyway, I'm rambling. all is pretty good here. Have a little work to do that'll make me feel a lot better if I do it. Take me half an hour. So maybe I'll do that today. That would be nice. And yeah. I just realized I'm not looking at you very much. I'm looking all around today. That's because I'm facing my house, which is very bright. And that's why I'm not looking you in the eye today, because today would be a day. I did buy a pair of reading sunglasses, so today would have been a day to put those on, and then I would have looked cool. And of course, then you wouldn't have known if I was looking at you or not, right? Of course, you can tell I'm not looking at you because when I turn my head a lot. I'm sorry about that. I'm at a little different angle, you know, so looking at my yard. I thought you'd be able to see this. Oh, you can. Can you see the flowers? My flower boxes are full of impatiens, and they look really cute. I do have to water. We haven't picked any of the jalapenos yet. Karen said it's 4 inches. I don't think they're quite 4 inches. So we haven't picked a recipe yet, so I don't know. Maybe Dennis will make chili one of these days. What else would we put jalapenos in? I don't know. Anything we like spicy, I guess. All right, I'm gonna stop meandering around and just tell you goodbye. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.